Hey guys, this is a great upper body rehab, prehab, warm up, or even strengthening exercise, depending on where you include it in your routine. Good if you can't quite like overhead squat or feel comfortable in that overhead position. Grab yourself an inclining bench or even a bench if you feel like you don't need the support. But I recommend if you're just starting out with these, have any kind of shoulder injury, that you certainly grab a bench with the back just to give you that support for the meantime. And go light. You can use dumbbell, kettlebell, or we'll progress to the barbell here. Again, earlier days, beginner with this movement, dumbbell is probably best, but I just had the kettlebells on hand here. All you're looking to do is to get better at locking out your elbows and driving through your upper back muscles to stabilize instead of hunching through your traps and kind of pinching through your neck, which I find a lot of people who have shoulder pain end up having really poor control through their lats and stabilizing through that movement there. So you're really just holding it for time above your head. And getting a little bit of flare in there too is not a bad thing either, which I'm going to demo a little bit here. It's a little bit harder to flare with the kettlebells just because of how they sit. And you don't need to do the flares. A little bit of like extra credit if you're like warming up to just kind of feel out the movement, but it's a great thing to do with like a nice lightweight to just feel how your shoulders are and just get them warmed up to moving around in that overhead position, to where like someone like me, if you're a jiu-jitsu athlete and you're getting like armbarred or something like that, it's a very common position for you to be in, and knowing what your limits are in that position is very helpful, and just having a little bit more stability. And here I'm progressing to the barbell. This is probably my preferred variation with this one. Wide snatch grip, bring it up. Again, you can go as heavy as you need and do this in like a squat rack if you want. And we kind of want to get to like almost like an Olympic lift snatch bottom position, except we're seated on the bench here. So the barbell is actually quite behind my head. And what I'm actually doing is I'm rotating my pinkies, my thumb back and my pinkies out or forward for that external rotation of the shoulder, which is where an Olympic lifter would catch this position over their head, is creating tremendous strength through our lats and just conditioning the shoulder to be more robust. And as you can see here, I've now progressed to bring my back off, and I'm barely seated. So I'm basically in like a overhead squat position, but I'm just on a box. So yeah, give these a whirl. Let me know how you go. These are probably in your rehab program if you got one from me. Boom.